What's going on, dudes? It's your boy Andy Matrix, and we're talking about Disney. We're talking about Disney again because why the heck not? Okay, it's fun. I mean, I can't help it. It's fun. It's just so much fun, just ripping on Disney, talking crap about Disney, taking my old Disney films and throwing them in the trash, and just punching Disney in the face. I mean, Mickey Mouse can take a lot of hits, man. I gotta say, you could keep punching this little mouse and it'll get back up each time. Anyways, so Disney released a trailer. You know, I think this is the second trailer for Wish. Pixar, right? I think it's part of Pixar, isn't it? Yeah, I believe it's part of Pixar. It's called Wish. Disney Wish, which is, yeah. So the reason why I decided to make a video about this movie is because just looking at the trailer, what is suggesting, what the story is suggesting, like the moral of the story, is absolute garbage. I mean, who the heck wrote this story? It's almost as if, oh, conspiracy theory, put your tinfoil hats on. It's almost as if they're trying to teach something to the audience, being the family and the kids, right? So let's go ahead and go over the trailer. All right, so there's this kingdom, right? There's this kingdom, and the kingdom was created by, what's his name? This guy. No, not this guy. Where is he? Where is it? Where's the king? Where's the king? Right here. Okay, this guy right here, King Magnifico, which is a Spanish word. King Magnifico and his wife Amaya. So this guy, he built an entire kingdom based on wishes. So I guess like people give them his wishes, and then that's how he maintains the kingdom, right? So that's kind of like it's like the magic of it. So he magically absorbs people's wish because they willingly give their wish to the kings to maintain the kingdom, something like that, right? And that's the idea. So this guy right here, he's portrayed as a villain, right? So and then one day, I guess again, we don't know the whole story. We don't know yet how the main character, which is this pretty, actually she's very cute. This pretty black girl over here with braids. This pretty black girl. How did she get to meet the king? We don't know that as far as the story goes. What we do know from the trailer is that, like, the girl Ash, what's her name? I think it's Asha. Asha asked King Magnifico, "Hey, what do you mean? Not everybody can not everybody can get their wishes, right?" And the king, where is it? Right here. He's like, So it says, "People give their wishes to me," right? It says, "And I grant the wishes." It says, I'm sure are good for roses." Basically, so people give wishes to him, and then he grants the wishes that he thinks are good for the kingdom, for rosas. And then the king, and then Asha asks him, "Oh, you mean some wishes will never be granted?" And then the king says, "Most wishes will not be granted." And then she and the girl then tells him like, "Oh, but that's wrong. That is wrong." And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, wait a minute. He's kind of right. He kind of has a point here, right? Because what do you think happens when everybody gets their wish? Like, have you guys ever seen? There's two movies that I think of right away. Number one is Bruce Almighty, right? If you guys ever watched Bruce Almighty from the early 2000s, Jim Carrey plays Jim Carrey gets the powers of God, right? God, the creator, the Christian God. And then he out of frustration, he just grants everybody their wishes from the prayers, right? And then there's just disaster around the entire world. And then the second movie I think of is, if you watch Wonder movie, the second Wonder Woman movie. I think it was Wonder Woman 1987, 1984 or something like that. 1984, I think. Wonder Woman in the 80s, right? The villain The villain grants everybody their wishes because he gets these new powers to grant people's wishes, and there's just chaos. And this is true. So the king probably knows if I grant everybody their freaking wishes, there's going to be absolute destruction. We can't have that. Right? We cannot have that. So no, not everybody's going to get what they want. Not everybody's going to get their wishes. I'm sorry, Asha, the main character, but that is the real world. In the real world, you have to work hard in order to gain something. Unfortunately, most people are not willing to work hard enough to get what they want. I mean, take a look at me with YouTube. I've only have almost 2,000 subscribers. And I mean, it's going to take a long time before I reach 100,000 or a million, right? That's a lot of work. And there's been many times where I thought about quitting. It's not easy. It's a lot of competition. And it's the same thing with anything, whether if it's the job market, whether if you want to be a singer, if you want to be a musician, anything. Nobody deserves to get their wish granted. They have to earn it. Right? They have to earn it. And sometimes by the grace of God, right? By the grace of God, some people do get their wish granted. And, oh, by the way, all these spheres, all these like magical spheres that you see here, these are all the wishes. So like wishes are literally like they become like a magical object that the king kind of controls. So moral of the story, I don't know what the heck it is that, oh, well, everybody should get their wishes granted. Is that the moral of the story here? I mean, that's crazy. If you, imagine telling your kids. Imagine telling your kids, hey, don't worry, Johnny. Don't worry, Betsy. We're going to give you whatever you want. That's going to be the most spoiled child in the freaking planet, man.
How do you do, fellow kids?
And as a matter of fact, that's the problem with modern day kids. It's like they're too spoiled. They they don't have anybody to correct them. They stand up against authority. They stand up against their teachers at school. They fight their teachers. They have absolutely no respect. That's the problem with modern day kids. And this movie is teaching really, 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 really bad morals. Really bad morals. I mean, come on. Sorry, but I have failed to see. Until the movie releases, I have failed to see how this King Magnifico is made the villain. He's the villain in this movie. Right? And here he says, not some most. Most wishes will not come true. And he knows. He has the power, he knows. So I'm going to leave it at that. Man, Disney, like, who wrote this garbage? Who wrote this story? This is horrible. What are you teaching the kids? What are you teaching the kids? People need to learn hard work. People need to learn discipline. Look, I've been drawing. I got back into drawing for the past year, and I've been getting better. Everything takes work. On a rare occasion, some people get lucky, but most things you need absolute hard work to get. So Disney now they're making movies teaching horrible morals to kids. How can anybody support this garbage? How can anybody support Disney now? But whatever, man, whatever. I'm just rambling on. Whatever your thoughts are, comment below, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications. It's your boy Andy Matrix. Godspeed, everybody.